I'm sorry, what's that? Rare parrot? Oh, let me turn that off. Where's that thing? There we go. Bye. Can you hear me, Captain? Oh, there we go. For a second, I was like, is that okay? Good. Thanks. For a second, I was like, what's rare parrot? Is this spam? Oh no, it's Captain. How's it going? I am excited about the Kickstarter and how it's going. I am super, super proud of the project, basically. A dancing parrot. I like those. Yeah, thanks. Hey, Ethan. Hi. Thanks for dropping by again. I can always count on you. Thanks. I appreciate it. Alright, so my plan for today was to, if you will help me, I would like to create a human fighter character with you guys, and then I'll, use that as like a character reference to like draw some sketches. We can maybe like think up a story for her, and see what kind of like fun stuff comes out of that. Let me go to the page for a second. Doot. I'm so well prepared. How have you guys been doing in the meantime? Have you been still painting your minis, Yithian? Yeah. I can't get out of my words. It's been too long since I streamed. Just chillin'. Well, you've been making some really great art, Jeez, come on. It's not time for the break right now. Restart. Anyway. I was gonna say, you've been making some really cool art, Captain. I know! This song is so... I've been listening to so much... Hades in the past couple weeks. The pile of unpainted minis only seems to grow deeper. Oh man. At least you have like, that part where you like finish a book or finish a series and then you're like, oh crap, it's finished, and now what do I do now with my life? At least you won't have that with your minis. Like, there will always be more minis for you to paint. Oh, that sucks, Captain. I hope they come your way soon. Adeptus Mechanicus Cerberus Raiders. Hold on, let me look up a picture. Oh my gosh, the 40K people have found each other. Oh, they do look really cool. Hold on. Let me... They do look really cool. Wait, but is it only the horseman? Or the mechanicman? That's really cool. Man, they're not big, are they? It's like really painting minis. Cool. Cool. Okay, let me... Hold on. I've got this really cool new Windows feature. There we go. Alright, so will you guys help me out to make a character? Come on. Don't be like this. There we go. So I can do two things. Either you guys go like, I want her to have like dark skin, like blue eyes, red eyes, whatever. Or I can like click the randomize button a couple times, and then whatever is on like the 5th click, I draw. In terms of like, I was thinking of just like designing a character with the app today, and then maybe like off of like what she looks like, thinking up a story for her, maybe like where she comes from and what she does, and then making a couple sketches based on that, just for funsies. Basically, you know, creating a D&D character. Except without the rolling. Do some randomizers. Do you agree, Yith? Otherwise I can do like halfsies. Alright. Okay, so I will click it, I don't know, 7 times, of course, because lucky number 7, and then we'll see what comes out. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, this is her. Oh, I like this one. Do I want her to have a shield though? Let me check that out. I do kind of like the idea of her having a shield. This could like give some nice angles or something. But then the round shield also looks kind of nice on her. I think the round shield looks nice. So we'll just use that one. So then I can just save out the character. Save, and then, whoops. And then, hello, save, Kickstarter, character stream. Okay, my computer has been freezing up more lately for some reason, which is really annoying. And it's weird because I'm not maxing out on memory and I'm not maxing out on the CPU, so what the heck is going on? Maybe my disks are just too full. Because I remember it doing that too. Come on, computer. Respond. just take a screenshot in the meantime. There she is. Time for a new PC. I need some more commissions to be able to justify a new PC, Captain. Or make some stretch goals on the Kickstarter. Honestly, I'm really like satisfied by how well this PC has been holding up over the years, because I bought this one I think in 2018 or something, and it barely, like, knock on wood, but it does barely like freeze. And it handles like all kinds of software like Blender and stuff really pretty well. It's just that I think I had this last time where like the Explorer is kind of freezing. And I think that was because my hard disks were just too full, so then apparently like it bugs out on just close the program. Go away. Save character. Yeah, that's true. I might just like, be able to expand the discs and then be done with it. Usually, like, I should honestly, I should like clean my desktop more often probably, because I just, C is my C disk is like almost full, so I should just clean that up. That's probably the source of all the freezing. Okay, so let me save out this Kickstarter stream. Yes, save. Okay, so that was me demonstrating how to save out a character. Jeez. It's really easy when your computer doesn't freeze up. So yeah, I have saved out the character into PureRef, so this will be, the idea of what we're drawing today. And then, all right, so let's maybe make like a couple notes about her. Okay, so she looks like a squire. Oh, my document's just too big. Haha. So we're going with Squire. Let's see what else. Personality. Is she bubbly? Is she like super serious? Is she happy-go-lucky? Lighthearted. Okay, yeah. To a point where she maybe sometimes doesn't get taken seriously, right? Does she want to be taken seriously? I decide. I think that would be like, exactly. It would bother her that like, okay, so doesn't want to be underestimated. And Squire like her doesn't want to be underestimated. I think that's always really fun where you're like drawing someone who's like super happy, and then in the next shot you see them like get really angry. But writing, don't you ever like I do like these weekly reviews where I just kind of like reflect on the week and stuff, and I always write them down, just because I want, like, I feel like I process so much better when I actually like write something down, versus just like typing it out. So I like to, you get to look at my beautiful handwriting while I write this stuff out. I honestly, I hate like typing this kind of stuff just because I always feel like it looks so much more awkward than me just like writing it down by pen. Probably because I can like anticipate on the size that the document needs, on the fly like this, instead of like typing something and then being like, oh, it's way too tiny, so need to like make it bigger, and then it's like the spacing's gonna be wrong, and well, all kinds of problems. Well, I mean, it's also for you guys. Like you're looking at me for 2 hours, I hope. Let's see. Okay, I feel like one more thing. Okay, what's her mission? What is she going to do? Is she like finding a friend, or is she fighting a monster? Squire, is she maybe like looking for her, not knight in shining armor, but searching for a lost family jewel? Hi, Ankoko Loco. How's it going? All right, searching for a lost family jewel. I'm good, thanks. You know, just chilling, making a character, thinking up a story for her together. And the bandits, of course. Plus bandits. All right. I think that's good for now. Come on. Oh, gosh. There we go. Let's see. Let's go to Dorka stock for a second, because she probably has some really nice fighting poses, or like something really applicable for me to reference. I'm kind of like being loosey-goosey about this because like at some point I feel like I could like add some color, or like work on something for a bit longer, but I'll just start with like some sketches to see what she feels like as a character, what kind of stuff we'd like to see her do. I'll just like bring you in on the action and that kind of stuff in that sense. So I've got like horse riding on, that seems applicable, but then she could also be resting. That could be fun. Hey, Adam. How are you? How's it going? Oh, I like this pose a lot. I'm good. I am very happy that you guys are all here because making a character on your own was like would have been a lot more boring compared to like you guys being here. So I'm glad to have some company and some input on what to draw for this. We still have to think up a name for her. Okay, I'm not saying like making a character, but making a character on my own would be stupid. But like this, like D&D dress up is like for the community, so I want to make characters with the community in D&D dress up. You know, is there like a fighting category? Loading, kneeling, lying, sitting. She's on... Oh, you guys get to see my whole history now. Hold on. Amy. I feel like I would underestimate an Amy. Out come all the Amy's from the woodwork. What? You would not take me seriously? How dare you? Poopsie whoopsie. Do you think her parents hate her? With that kind of, oh, this could be fun with like the shield and stuff. But that's still not an action pose. Are there any resources with like amazing action poses that you're like, oh, that one could be cool? Hi Tessa, how are you doing? Otherwise I might just like whip up something and Daz real quick. There we go. All right, so this is the collection that we have right now. I'm good, thank you. I'm so happy with the turnout of people coming to say hi and to help me create. I'm stuck on Amy now, guys. Unless you have like a bigger, unless you guys have a better name for her, then I'm gonna be calling her Amy. Oh, that's pretty cool. Man. Amy Lux it is. All right. Amy Lux. Amy Lux. So yeah, Tessa, we've been like, I pressed the randomize button in the web app a couple times, and oh gosh. And so on the 7th randomize mash, Amy came out, and we've been like thinking up a story for her. And this is what we ended on. Yes, please send over your Pinterest board. I am honestly in awe of anyone who like gets work done during streams and like actually participates in the streams as well. I never like managed to actually do that in a decent way. Okay, I'll just let's see. Oh. No, this looks fine. Yeah, go away. Yep. Oh, I love this pose so much. Like I have it on my board as well, this one. Like I want to do something with it. It makes me think of like French comic book artists. Like this pose says French comic book artists to me somehow. Let me see. Oh, that's pretty cool. I like that pose. I think why specifically French? I think it's like the attitude or something, the shapes that were like in the outfit or something. Like I think it was something about that, like the vibe, just the vibe that I get, the shapes, the attitude, something like that. Oh yeah. I've seen an image on Twitter that was like pretty popular with art that like referenced this. I was like, oh, I know the photo that was referenced from, so that was kind of funny. Our Tom. This is great. Oh, I'm gonna save this one for lighting. Yeah, I've been listening to Hades on repeat for a couple of weeks ever since I started playing the game. I was late with like playing the game, but maybe I can try this one. Maybe. Oh, that would also be... Man, these are all great, Adam. Jeez. I think you're in good company, Coco. I think a lot of people would agree with you. I do. Wow, look at this. Jeez. I think this would be like, in terms of like Amy, this would be totally something. This is more a monk pose, isn't it? But it would totally be something where you'd be like, she can do that? What the hell? Are you accusing me of procrastinating? Okay, we've got enough. Fine. I heard you, Adam. I'll just save this one up top. There. I think very strong muscles, that's how it's possible. Alright, what are we gonna start with? Something I think I can accomplish. I think... Oh wait, we were starting with an action pose, right? There was one where I was like, oh, I can... That would be pretty cool. Oh. Cancel. No, don't. I'm like pressing all the wrong buttons here. There we go. Dude. Again, pressing all the wrong buttons. All right, let's see. So I went to Playgrounds in Eindhoven last Friday. It's like a convention thing for artists. Whoa. Oh, that's all my Kickstarter files. And my husband told me about a talk that he saw where someone was saying like, oh, people never think about like the through lines of their characters. By which I mean, hold on, let me save this and then I'll explain. Today is the 25th, right? Yeah. Amy Lux. But yeah, it was kind of funny where like the artist was basically complaining that that there's like dynamic an effort for dynamic poses in there, but that like people would make the pose dynamic by, so if here like the through line is kind of like this, right? Meow. Basically want an S curve, and a lot of people think like, oh, I want a dynamic pose, so I'm gonna do this, and then the hand like makes an S curve. But actually the way we look at, you know, characters and their flow is through hands, eye, or hands, eyes, or face, or whatever, and then torso, and then feet, you know. So this basically doesn't come into play with the flow of a character. So that was kind of interesting to note, you know, how you basically want if you want like a dynamic pose from scratch, that you're gonna go like, okay, here's the head, then, you know, the hands are gonna be like somewhere over here or something. And then, oh yeah, no straight shoulders, obviously. I'm not copying the thing, but you know, what if? Then you're gonna go like this, and then it's gonna be like something like this. And then the feet are gonna be dude. I don't like those hands. It can come into play if you compose the image that way. Oh yeah, sure. I mean I get that. I think like that artist was trying to say like, if you're going, I think for most full body like images, pieces, I'm not sure if like if I draw the hands here, then it's gonna look static no matter if these arms go like that. She does, if she's like lighthearted and bubbly and stuff, then she does. I think if we're talking about like personalities, I think she's reminding me of what's the really flexible girl from Airbender, from Avatar, from the Fire Nation. Oh, I can't remember her name, but that's who she's like reminding me of, except kind of like less evil. Oh, that's why. I was like, why is that? Yep. Kind of like this pose. I made it just to make a point, but Ty Lee. Yeah, I just watched like the whole series when, I don't know, a couple months ago or something, so it's still fresh on my mind. What would I do with her arms? I mean, I don't know. We can always figure it out later. But I kind of like that pose, and then her hair would kind of go. I really like that bob where you can like kind of like make it swish in front of her face. That ponytail is nice and aggressive too. And then she'd be kind of like looking out of the corner of her eye, I guess. Maybe it can be a little higher. $2005, Jesus. You know, I'm starting to like feel so old when I'm like saying things like, oh yeah, because I met someone who like is doing the study that right now that I graduated from 10 years ago. So I was like, hi, I'm Rengen. I went to like your university 10 years ago. Jesus Christ. That made me feel like really old. Yeah, it's a little nonsensical, but whatever. This is my warm-up, so don't judge me. I'm not old. No. It's I'm not that old. I'm not that old. But compared to some young people, I am old. Compared to some young people, we are all old, probably. Yeah, you can like, I mean, most of the time I don't really like think about, how long ago I graduated, but sometimes you just get your nose pressed in the facts. where you have to like introduce yourself, and then you want to like explain your relationship to them, and then it it turns out that your relationship to them like is 10 years old. All right, let me like actually use reference now. Let's see. Actually, hold on. So this is what happens like when you're like concepting stuff, is you just like keep going back and forth just because you like get ideas. Because I am just realizing like how her capelet could like flutter too. It's becoming a hot mess already. Oh yeah, that's a good idea. It's a nice angle. Yeah. True. Hold on. Let me just like finish a thought. Not that it's like super concrete, but yeah, that's okay for now. All right. Let me see. When working from reference, like when I'm always so scared to like start something new again, because I'm like, oh, I'm gonna mess it up. It's not gonna come out as flowy as I want it to, or something. Try again. I feel like I keep getting suggested this video on YouTube, which is like an artist saying like why I don't use the Andrew Loomis method for drawing heads, and it really made me feel like there are two types of artists in this world: those who do draw Andrew Loomis heads and those who don't. What's a buckler? You're gonna have to explain that to me. You definitely know more about armor than I do. I have noticed that. I mean, I'm pretty certain of that, like from all your 40K art that I have seen. A tiny shield. This is not a tiny shield. I mean, compared to the other ones, this is already a tiny shield. And how does the hips go that way, kind of? 18 inches? What am I? From the States? That's like times 2.7, right? What's 18 times 3? I can't math. How do I math? 18 times 3 is 30 plus 60, 46, 50 centimeters. That's actually that's a good idea, Captain. Okay, so that's then the next question is what's my monitor size? It's 32 or 27? Well, whatever. 18 inches. Okay, so that's actually really tiny for a shield. That's like that would be like half as tiny as what she has now. What did people use that for? Just for like fending off for like small jewels or something? It's for parry attacks in games. I love that that's your reference point. It's like, yeah, that's how that shit works. It's for this in games. I hope for you that those game developers did their research, man. Bonk something out of the way. I love that terminology. So basically, like a boxing glove, except a shield. Let's see, yeah, because this guy has a sword in his hand, but if she's gonna be holding the buckler in front of her, then it's not gonna be next to her head. Then it's gonna be. Let me remove this arm for a second. Go away. Shoulders are gonna be here. Made poor protection against missile weapons. Sorry, just really weird, like reading missile in like a medieval setting. But useful in deflecting the blow of an opponent's weapons, biting his arms, hindering his movements, or punching him. Pull arm in her left hand. Right, using that. Because I kind of like the idea of like her having the pole arm in her, in her like furthest arm, I think. Kind of like drawing up her shoulder like this. And then what would you do? What would one do? No, not like this. This is awkward. At this point, you need to like take reference pictures. I actually got the tip from someone to like you make reference videos and not pictures. Just so you have like a bit more flexibility. Yeah, but that kind of messes up the pose. Like if you put your back shoulder down and your right one up, then I don't think you'd be like leaning on your legs that way, because he's leaning on his back leg right now. And I don't think you'd be doing that like if... So that's why I'm kind of like, what would she be? I feel like her shoulder is too far forward. This is what so to any non-artist here, this is what we deal with on a daily basis, where we draw poses where like, I kind of want to just do this, but then it makes no sense. And then, so I have to figure it out. But if you know, if I change this, then I have to change that. And that's basically drawing. It is definitely like a puzzle. It's like one big puzzle. And I feel like this is too far forward. See, and isn't it weird how like there's such a big difference between like me just throwing this out there and then being like, yeah, that's kind of cool, and then you spend 5 million years figuring out how you want this to go. Oh. A break? Jeez. Oh my gosh, yeah, it's been an hour already. All right, I will take a break real quick because otherwise my eyes will be angry at me. And then I'll be right back. I will do a commercial break real quick so the pre-rolls stop. So I'll be back in a couple minutes. Oh, not that one. Where's my Kickstarter? There we go. Pingo. Oh, there we go. All right, I'm back. I see Nightbot has been spamming the chat. I always have like the hardest time. I wish there were just a way to like say like every, I don't know, 5 minutes or something, just do something. But it's like with these weird hourly intervals. This is what would happen. Yeah, that's what I had. I don't think there's even like I don't even think that this should be happening, honestly, because I feel like you can't set it to less than 2 messages in between. Like there should be 2 messages in between Nightbot stuff, but maybe it only counts for its own messages, you know, like do you play D&D or Pathfinder, and then it only like does that same message again if there's like 2 lines between it or something. Nightbot has lots it needs to share. Yeah, let's give it the benefit of the doubt then, huh? Classic Nightbot. I went to a hobby convention last week. Not this Sunday, but the Sunday before that. Just to like look at, you know, a place where I could like get a hobby. Something that I didn't need to monetize or something. And we did something really cool. We made earrings out of UV resin. So it was like we like poured some resin and then hardened that, and then like put like little feathers and plants and that kind of stuff into it, and then put some more resin in there and then harden it again. It was so cool. And I've been like racking my brain what else I could do with that. I keep thinking I came across this guy. Yeah, it was really neat. I came across I remember years ago I came across some kind of Instagram where somebody was making like koi ponds with resin. So it was like maybe hold on, let me show you how cool it was. Resin koi pond. So it's like built up out of layers, you know, so they like do a layer, then paint on like, I don't know, like the belly of the fish, then paint another layer, then do like the fins and the middle part and maybe some 4-leaf clovers and stuff, and then do another layer, and then the top part of the fish and stuff, so it's like a 3D thing, even though it's painted. So, you know, ever since that time, I've been like thinking like, how can I maybe do some cool stuff just for fun, you know, like I'm not going to be looking to monetize this hobby, just to make some pretty things. So that was really cool. Let's see, a buckler. Let me look one up. A monk with a buckler. That's interesting. All right, let me get a move on because it's already 4:15 and I've only done 2 drawings. Jeez. Artist probably, oh, calm down. Whoops, yep, okay. Artists probably overestimate very often what they get done on the stream while they're talking and like showing stuff. And then halberd. Oh yeah, that was the pointy end. I forgot to make the duplicate and turn it around. There we go. Halbert's a bit big, isn't it? Not red. Let's see. One more at least. What can we do? Still kind of partial. Still kind of partial to both of them. Okay, let me try this one. See how that works out. I'm converting these to smart objects just so I can like fit them all on one canvas the way I want to, and then not use any resolution when I want them big again. It's just me being like super anal about saving everything, being as non-destructive as possible. Yeah, I tried Illustrator, but geez, I cannot get the hang of that program. It's weird too because I would have expected that the experience between the two software packages would be like more seamless since they're, made by the same company. But it's such a different workflow, and it's such a big change if you switch between them. It's insane. Do you mostly work in Illustrator, Rick? Also for your comics? It is. It's just I don't know. I can't like I don't know the shortcuts off the top of my head, but I feel like even for like the same function, like I don't know, moving something around, and in Photoshop it's V, and then in Illustrator it would be like A or something, just makes no sense. Ooh, that's a lot of different programs. Blender for characters and art assets. So, do you use Grease Pencil? Whoa. That's a huge investment up front. Kudos. Yeah, inking and Blender. I mean, like Grease Pencil would work, but honestly, like for me, Clip Studio has been like a really good solution to inking. Somehow the brushes do feel different in there. I tried messing around with in Blender with what's it called? I don't know, some post processing thing, where they would like add line work on top of the mesh depending on like the angle towards the camera and stuff. Which was like nice, but still, it didn't really have that like organic feel. Which is basically why I resorted. Well, I mean, why I was so happy when I discovered that like painted backgrounds would suit my style so much better. Because it like freed me from trying to find that kind of solution for backgrounds, because I do not like inking backgrounds. I think it's not the best way for me to use my time, I guess. But I do feel like creating the backgrounds in Blender for me and then painting over them is a much quicker solution than trying to make all the characters. Yeah, freestyle. That's what it was. That's what I was using too. Yeah, it's nice enough in the sense that like it works based on like distance to the camera and like angle and that kind of stuff. So it has the opportunity of like looking more organic, but I do feel like it does need a lot of attention to like get it to look the way you want. Let's see if I... Oh, that's too much. Does this make sense? Yeah, the Kickstarter has been, how like when you start any new project, it's kind of like a crapshoot on how it's gonna go. So I was like, before the project launched, I was like endlessly debating which goal to set. But actually, like I just went with like the lowest goal imaginable, which was like 200 euros. Just to set low expectations, but then I was like blown away because we funded in like an hour and 20 minutes or something, which was amazing. And so since then, there's been obviously like the biggest bump was like in the first day, and then steadily some people have been joining, so that's been amazing. And then yesterday I lost one backer, so then it actually went down, but today 2 more have joined, so that's amazing. And I'm so so proud of like how it's been going, and people actually like have been all going for, because I have a couple options, right? Like I have a tier for to like add like a custom element, like a weapon or a shield or whatever, to the pack, to the human fighter pack. And I have them in 2 tiers. I have them in like a €35 tier, which is the weapon commission, except for like public use, so I can like add it to the pack for everyone to use. And I have one for like private use. And I've actually had people pledge enough for like private use, but they've actually been going for the public tier, which is amazing, because then I get to like make it available for everybody to use. So it's been like really amazing to me to see how community minded everyone has been on this project. And there's also been somebody who was like, hey, let's coordinate a bit on the kinds of elements that we're going to request, so we like the community gets the most out of it. So yeah, I think I'm drawing like 3 extra elements for the pack after this, which is really cool. And yeah, I've been really happy with how it's been going. Maybe I can clean up these sketches for a second. Yeah, so yeah, I've been super duper happy. Well, let me check my... Why is this not working? Huh, it should be working. Interesting. Word. Alright, so I'll clean up like 1 or 2 sketches of these, and then maybe add like some colors real quick. Or maybe I can even continue these next week. We've just like made a nice start, and then next week I can like maybe make some more sketches or expand on one of these, and make something more polished out of it. For Amy Lux. Searching for, like, if we're saying like searching for a lost family jewel, I also have like this, well, no, let me, actually that's fun. Kind of makes me think of like, let's see. This, and then Maybe something, there we go. With like her silhouetted in a cave or something. So this will be the cave entrance. Let's see if I can find a bit of an interesting shape. Something like this. Probably. Then her being like oops. Coming in there somewhere with the shadows. Oh, no, she needs to be lower. Or something more like there, and then something with family, something family jewels. Let's see, what's a nice color to go with that? Something orangey, maybe. Them glistening right here behind some rocks or something. The treasure. Or or the other way around, that she's like if I take this, put it there, use it as a silhouette. Doesn't always work because the perspective is kind of different. I want her to actually, be viewed from the back in this sense, in this instance, I mean. Kind of works. Kinda. there would be would it be dark? I guess it could be. So then this would be moonshine. Less saturation. And then something like a cave shape or something, silhouetting her. I'm just experimenting at this point, like looking at some shapes. Would that work? How would that work? What would the lighting be like? Because there would be some, you know, I'm imagining like a cave or something that she'd eventually end up. And then her probably want some riff for this anyway, just to see how some harsh moonlight would hit her body. Yeah, something like that could also be cool. I'll keep that in mind for next time. Then I can probably pick up where we left off and work on that some more. probably need to recalibrate my pencil because it's not really doing what I want it to do. It's been a lot of fun just sketching like this again for a bit. It's been a while. It's like all the Kickstarter prep and all kinds of other things going on. in my life. I haven't really had a lot of time to just sit down and sketch. Break. Okay. I'll go on for, I'll ignore the break for now and then go on for a couple more minutes and then I'll take my break after I finish up the stream. I kind of like this sketch. Turned out pretty nice. Nice and energetic. thanks, Rick. I appreciate it. Thanks for like dropping by. We'll continue this next week. Yeah, I'm actually gonna quit while I'm ahead. I'll end the stream here and come back next week and like finish up the sketches some more. Maybe I kind of like the idea of this. It's not really clear right now, but I feel like there's some potential there, so I'd like to explore that for a bit maybe. So I think we'll move ahead with that next week. But yeah, this has been really fun, people. Like, thanks for stopping by and helping me flesh out Amy. Yeah, it has been fun. Do I have everything saved? I do. Alright, guys. Thanks for dropping by, and if you want to, see Amy grow and see where she goes next, then drop by next week. I'll put out some, announcements on when that will be and what time and whatever, but it will probably be like same place, same time. So, all right.